Hi, this is Rebecca with Digital Thinker. Not all assets are equal when it comes to their importance within a system. While some assets are critical, others are less so. When assessing equipment criticality, organizations typically evaluate both the probability of failure and the consequences of failure. In this video, I will walk through how to use equipment ranking to determine criticality. This introductory video will focus on a simple example to show you how it works in HxGN EAM. Let's begin by looking at how equipment ranking is set up. The equipment ranking screen is available under the equipment menu. First, you'll notice that the type is listed as Criticality Index. In our example, we'll be calculating the criticality for an asset. Next, let's look at the survey setup. Surveys for equipment rankings are organized in a tree structure. In this case, we are calculating the criticality by multiplying the probability of failure by the consequence of failure. Each response in the survey corresponds to a value. For example, if the probability of failure is deemed unlikely, then the value is 1. Whereas if the asset is already in failure mode, the value is 5. On the Ranks tab, we have assigned criticality levels to the various calculated score ranges. If the probability of failure is low, but let's say the potential consequence would cause a major system disruption, then the calculated score would be 5, reflecting a medium level impact. Once your equipment ranking is set up, you can associate it with specific assets. HxGN EAM even offers batch updating and job running features to calculate ranking scores across multiple assets at once. If you'd like to see a demo of this in action, let us know in the comments below. For today's example, I'm going to apply the equipment ranking to an asset. You'll notice that the criticality for this fuel injector is blank because we haven't assigned a criticality level yet. Let's make the association to our equipment ranking on the Rankings tab. So I am going to add the Criticality Index ranking to our fuel injector. Next, we can move on to the ranking survey. Here, I'm able to answer the survey questions. This asset was recently installed and is in good working order. So I am going to classify the probability of failure as unlikely, which has a value of 1. However, if it does fail, the consequence would be moderate, which has a value of 3. Now that the survey questions have been answered, we can calculate the ranking score. Multiplying 1 for unlikely by 3 for moderate gives us a total score of 3, which, based on the ranks defined on our equipment ranking, indicates a low criticality impact for this asset. For many organizations, the challenge with equipment ranking lies in consistency. In HxGN EAM, you can either manually enter the survey responses or calculate them based on queries. Whether your criticality matrix is simple or complex, I encourage you to explore equipment ranking as a tool for assessing equipment criticality. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check back next week for more EAM tips and content.